Hey everybody, John Cottrell here of MBODY Yoga, and this is Soft Flow Yoga. Thanks for joining me. In this class, we're going to be doing side plank poses. Let's begin our practice in seated so we can get into breath and settle in and really connect, move inward. So start by taking a nice full breath in, filling up your lungs, and exhale to empty. Let's do that again. Nice full breath in, filling up your lungs, and exhale. And just continue with slow, steady breaths here. You're welcome to keep your eyes opened, or you can close your eyes. If you keep your eyes closed, you can really feel your body settle in and really move inward. Nice, slow, steady breaths. Breathe in a way where you can feel your breath. Notice how your body is responding to your breath. That might be the rise and fall of your chest or your belly, or even the light fall and lift of your shoulders. Listen to the sound of your breath. Just very simple ways to tune in and really connect. In a moment, we'll add some movement to this breath, but first we get settled, focused, become fully aware. On your next inhale, just feel the breath rising upward to fill your lungs. Nice expansive feeling in your heart space. And with your exhale, as you're able, draw your belly button in towards your spine, a nice connection to your center body. This is the abdominal lock. It gives you wonderful support, so you can sit up tall like this. Also helps you in movement, supporting the body. So again, nice full breath in, feeling the breath rise, filling up your lungs, and the exhale, just pull in from your center, just a light contraction of your abdominal muscles. We'll be using this sensation as we get into our side plank poses. Actually, we're doing a variety of plank poses. And plank poses can really strengthen our core, our whole torso, but also upper body and arms. Let's take 3 more breaths here. We'll add a very simple movement. When you're ready, inhale and extend your arms out and up, big stretch. And exhale, extend your arms out, reach across the room, and let your arms float back down to your side. Let's do that again. Nice full breath in, reaching out. Good effort and energy in your hands and fingers. And exhale. Let's do 2 more. And as you reach out and up, feel the energy in your arms, the mobility in your shoulders, and the lengthening through the sides of your body. Again, inhale, reaching up. Again, breath is rising, filling up your lungs. On the exhale, continue to pull belly button in, connecting to your center as your arms float back down. All right, now do 1 more. Follow me, reaching up. On the exhale, just bring the right hand down. Keeping left hand up, we'll inhale, reach up, and exhale, just start to bend slowly and carefully to the side. Now what I'm doing with the right hand is just bending the elbow, which really just helps support the body, bending to the side, so you have some good control here. You don't have to go too far, just enough where you start to feel a stretch, maybe a little bit more of an extension through this arm. Even feel free to bend this elbow, which actually not only relaxes the arm a little bit, but actually pulls a bit more in a good way for a deeper stretch. Let's come back up. Inhale. Let's bring this other hand to follow. And exhale, let's bring the other hand down. So left hand down, right hand up. Inhale, reach into the air. Exhale, this left elbow can bend. As you bend to the side, nice side stretch. Just finding the spot that feels good to you. Hold here, breathe, feel that lengthening through the side of the body. Soften the elbow if you'd like and the wrist, adding a little bit more of a pull. 2 more breaths here. And let's inhale and come all the way back up with both arms. And exhale, arms down to your side. Good, just pause for a moment, let the shoulders relax. Come back to stillness for a moment. Let's carefully move to hands and knees. We're going to move right from a cat-cow flow into a downward facing dog. So here on hands and knees, let's do 3 cat-cow flow. Inhale, cow pose. That's the back bend where you tip the pelvis back. Arching the back, belly drops, heart opens. Exhale, rounding the spine. You're still drawing belly button up towards spine, feeling that core engagement, but also the rounded back, chin to chest. Inhale, here's breath number 2, arching the back, opening the chest. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Now hold cat pose, but keep breathing. Holding here, still feeling the belly pull up, engaging your core while you're here. Tuck toes, maybe step hands forward slightly in your cat pose. And then push into the floor with the hands. You have nice strong hands and arms, so you can lift your knees and your hips. So you're moving into downward facing dog. Head comes down, ears run alongside the arms. Keep pushing strongly into the mat with the hands. And keep the knees pretty bent here so the hips can continue to lift up and away. Let's go right into a lunge. Pick up right foot, inhale, extend right leg back. Just feel the body get longer. And exhale, step right foot to the top of the mat or just behind this right hand. Turn the back leg so you can get the whole heel, the whole foot onto the floor. If the body weight is forward, which is pretty typical, just walk the hands back to shift the body weight back so you have more weight in that back foot. If you'd like, and if you need to, just climb up the body. Bring your hands to your thigh, push into your thigh to get this good extension of spine. Maybe reach forward or out to the side and rise up. We'll be in Warrior 1 for a breath or 2. Just a good reach, good lunge. Here we go. Inhale and exhale, opening to the left side of the room as you bring your arms down to parallel. You'll be in Warrior 2. You might need to adjust this back leg by turning the foot out, just so you have continued opening up through the hips. Here's our Warrior 2 position. Let's take this into a side angle pose. Let's reach forward a little bit. Rotate the arms and bring this right hand, or even your right arm, to your thigh, left hand reaching up. Now we're going to mimic what we did earlier sitting on the ground. We bring the left arm overhead in this case, even bend the elbow. Let the hand relax, extra stretch through the left side of the body. I'm going to inhale and re-extend this left hand up. On the exhale, turn your torso towards the floor, fold, bring your hands to the mat, rise up onto your tiptoes behind you, push firmly into the floor with the hands so you have nice strong arms. Hold here, sliding the right foot back in plank pose. So here's our first plank pose. We're going to hold here for a moment. Now, if you get fatigued, or if you just need a variation, just go ahead and set the knees onto the floor like this. But keeping the hands pushing firmly into the mat, arms are straight and strong. Even feel like your arms are squeezing in towards each other. Imagine you have an object, it might be a box, let's say, or a big pillow that you're holding onto and you don't want to lose it. So this is our first plank pose. I'm on my knees, and you can certainly stay on your knees. I'm going to tuck my toes and lift the knees, and this just adds a little bit more dynamics to the posture. Let's return to down dog. Bend your knees a little, send your hips into the air.
Head and chest sink between the arms. Maybe a couple steps forward with the feet, adjusting the hands as you need to. Let's do the other side. Inhales, pick up the left foot and extend the left leg straight back. Nice strong straight line. Exhale, step left foot to the top of the mat, landing behind the left hand. Right leg turns, right heel to the floor behind you, shifting the weight back. Good pressure there, good balance. Go ahead and climb up the body, hands to thigh. Push to extend spine at this 45-degree angle. And then we'll finish rising, reach forward and up. Here's our warrior one. Really settle into the pose, reach up and lunge. Take a breath in and exhale, open up to your right, arms to parallel. Make some adjustments with your feet if you need to. Fully arrive in your pose. In our modified side angle, reach forward. Here's our angled body. Rotate the arms, bring hand or arm. I'm going to keep my hand here to your thigh. Reaching straight up initially with this right hand. And let's get that side stretch by reaching right hand over the head. Go ahead and bend the elbow. Let the wrist relax. I'm just going to tip over a little bit more just to increase that stretch. Breathing into the right side of the body will also help that stretch. We'll inhale, re-extend right hand straight up. Exhale, we'll turn. Catch yourself with your hands. Rise up onto your tiptoes behind you. Slide left foot back, returning to our plank pose. Again, holding here, or feel free to bring knees to the floor. Now be careful. You don't want to let the hips sink. Okay, it's going to put too much pressure not only in your back, but also much more pressure in your wrists. So lift, maybe getting the hips at about shoulder level, even pull back a little bit. I can really feel the arms getting strong here. Let's rest. Bring knees to the floor. We'll sit back carefully into hero pose just to get off the hands. Since that's a lot of pressure on the wrists here, you can just flip the palms down. I like to do a gentle pulse of the backs of the hands into the mat just to relieve that. Another way I like to relieve wrists after those dynamic poses, just circling the wrists or even wiggle the fingers. Since plank and downward facing dog can put a lot of pressure there, that just is going to happen. Just expect that to happen. And so whenever you feel you need to rest, go ahead and rest. Sit down, take a moment, and relieve the hands and wrists here. All right, let's come back out to hands and knees here. Let's do a variation of side plank. We're on our hands and knees. I'm going to tap my right foot and swing the right foot off to the right side. I call this a kickstand. It's really for balance and support. Lean into this right knee and right hand so I can now extend this left leg back, keeping the toes on the ground. And I'm just going to open up sideways, just like this, taking this left hand up into the air. So this is side plank. Love this pose. Nice variation with the knee on the floor so all the pressure isn't just in the hand. Now I'll do this again without the knee on the floor, but this is a nice variation. Now this foot on the floor, do flex the foot, so maybe it's just kind of resting on the inside edge. And then for that same side stretch, let's take this left arm overhead, reach. You can even soften the elbow if you want. So side plank pose, variation with knee on the ground. Just being aware of this right hand that's supporting you. Are you sinking? Just keep pushing as best as you can. Nice strong arm. I'm going to inhale, take this left hand back up to the sky. Exhale, turn, return to the ground. Bring the hand down to the floor. Bring this left knee down. Bring the kickstand back in. And do 2 cat-cow movements. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Just a nice undulation of the spine. Finishing cat pose and return to a neutral tabletop posture. Let's do the other side. I'm tapping left foot, swinging it out to the side. Lean into the left so I can extend the right leg back, keeping toes on the ground. And then when you're ready, opening up sideways.
side plank pose variation. Nice opening here. And be aware if your hips feel like they're kind of sitting back or down. You want to feel your pelvis pushing forward. I imagine that you're wearing a belt and you're pushing your belt buckle forward. Flex the right foot, just rest on the inside edge of the foot. Let's extend this right arm overhead here. Soften the elbow if you'd like. A couple more breaths, getting this nice stretch, being sure this left elbow, the left hand that's on the floor, pushing into the ground so it's nice and strong and supportive. Even relaxing the head like this gives you a bit of a neck stretch. Let's inhale, re-extend this right hand up into the air, and exhale, return to the earth, plant the hand. Let's bring that right knee to the floor here. Let's bring that left kickstand back in. 2 more breaths, cat-cow. And after that second breath, just a pause. And we'll return to our hero pose, again, just to relieve the wrists. So that's our variation of side plank. Let's do that same pose but without the knee on the floor. Let's relieve the wrists here, just like this. Alrighty, let's come back out to plank pose. Hands on the floor, lifting the knees, so we're here. Now I'm bringing the right foot over towards left foot, and then spinning open to the left side of the room, just like this. So opening up sideways. So my legs are stacked. I'm going to give you some variations here. Strong arm supporting you. Be aware if your hips are sinking. You want this hip to lift as best as you can. Flex the feet to keep the legs strong. You want the legs to be straight, and then flex the feet to keep the legs strong and straight. Here's a variation. Step 1 foot in front of the other or behind. Okay, or take that top leg, bend the knee, set the foot onto the floor, either in back or in front, or go back to having the knee on the ground. Let's return to plank pose and rest. Now that's a big one. While you're resting, I'm just going to show you something. Now, getting sideways, even though you may have the strength in your arm, you want to be sure that the knees aren't bent. You can already see I'm not stable here. With the knees bent, you're going to fall over. So do be sure to keep the legs straight, flex the feet to energize the legs, and that'll give you a little bit more stability. All right, we're going to do the other side, making sure the wrists feel good. Here we go. Hands and knees. Back out to plank pose. So we're going to take the left foot, slide it over towards right foot, and we spin open. Again, make sure the legs are straight. Flex the feet, stack the feet, lift the right hip up, left arm straight and strong, reach. Use these variations if you need some assistance, reaching and opening. When we get sideways like this, yes, lots of upper body strengthening, but you're also strengthening your core, especially your obliques, helping you to support yourself in a sideways pose. All right, we don't have to be here long. We come back down, knees to the floor. Let's sit back. All right, I have one more variation for us to do. Now there's a pose that's called dolphin pose. It's like downward facing dog, except we're not on our hands, we're on our elbows. So we're on our elbows, hips in the air. So picture that if you can, dolphin pose. And there's a variation of that, which is kind of a combination of down dog and plank pose. We call it dolphin plank. So we're going to come here, hands and knees. Go ahead and bring elbows to the ground. Now your arms on the floor here can remain parallel to each other, or actually bring the hands a little closer together so you kind of form a triangle. And then extend the legs back, lifting the knees, and you're on your toes. So here's our dolphin plank. Holding here. So again, you don't want to collapse in the upper back. Push into the ground with your forearms and hands, lifting the upper back so you feel a broadening sensation. Make sure the hips aren't sinking. You've lifted. Okay, we're going to turn sideways. I'm going to keep my right arm on the floor, spinning sideways for a side plank, side dolphin plank. Just opening up here, straight legs, active feet. Inhale, we're going to go right to the other side. Exhale slowly. Bring this left arm to the floor. I'm just kind of tiptoeing over so I can get to the other side. Here we go. Opening here. Hip strength, core strength, obliques active, upper body strength, shoulders. Return to our dolphin plank right here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Bring knees to the floor. While we're low like this, let's just take child's pose. I'm just taking the knees wide, sending the hips back. Arms can stay out front for a moment, and bringing forehead to the floor. I'm going to bring in a block and let my forehead actually rest on the block. Now, we didn't do many poses, but they are very engaging and active. So you might feel a little bit out of breath, certainly have generated some good heat in the body. So as you come down to your child's pose, perhaps, take some deep breaths. Get settled in, kind of breathing in all that you've done in your practice, strength building, endurance building, letting the body soften as you take these deep breaths. 2 more breaths here. Certainly take more time here as you need to, so you can feel your breath come back to its neutral state. And when you're ready, moving in slow motion, rising up, and then taking your seat. Just continuing that sensation of the body calming down. Nice long spine as you sit up tall. Relax shoulders. Find complete stillness. Deep breaths. Take it all in. Very nice. And to close our practice, let's inhale, extend arms all the way up. Exhale, bring palms together and down to your heart. Take one more breath in and out. And as we come to the close of our practice, we bow together saying, Namaste.
Thank you so much for watching and participating in this yoga lesson. To help us with the channel so we can continue to bring you more content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's really appreciated. Namaste.